What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Worldwide Guide. Portugal is one of Europe's most captivating countries, defined by discovery, tradition, and timeless beauty. From medieval castles and coastal cliffs to volcanic islands rising from the Atlantic, every corner of Portugal has such a unique story. After spending some time there, I discovered so many amazing historic cities and natural wonders that you will love. Now come with me to see the best places to visit in Portugal. Our journey begins in Porto, the city that gave Portugal its name. The word Portugal originates from Porto's ancient Latin name, Portus Cale, a settlement that later grew into the nation itself. Situated along the Douro River, Porto's history dates back to Roman times, but the city truly flourished during the Middle Ages through maritime trade and the export of its most famous creation, port wine. Visiting the city today, the historic Ribeira district is a maze of colorful houses and narrow streets, and is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Cross the Dom Luís I Bridge, once the longest double-deck iron bridge in the world that is now a national symbol of the city. You should also explore the Clérigos Tower, the Church of São Francisco, and the Palácio da Bolsa to see some of the most incredible architecture that was influenced by both Christianity and Islam. I also love these azulejo tiles depicting scenes from Portuguese history that you can find around the city. And no visit to Porto is complete without trying a francesinha, an insane sandwich layered with cured meats, melted cheese, and spicy beer sauce, considered the city's most iconic dish. Porto is timeless, authentic, and full of quiet elegance. Now following the river inland brings us to the Douro Valley, one of the world's oldest demarcated wine regions. Officially established in 1756, for centuries, farmers have sculpted the hillsides into terraced vineyards, creating a landscape as impressive as the wine itself. You can explore the valley by scenic train from Porto to Pinhão, or by boat along the river that once carried barrels of wine to the coast. Make a stop at Peço da Régua for the Douro Museum, and visit family-run estates to learn how port and red wines are made. The Douro Valley is the ultimate escape for anyone seeking tranquility, fine food, and stunning natural beauty. From the sun-drenched valleys of mainland Portugal, we venture west into the Atlantic to discover the Azores, a remote archipelago of 9 volcanic islands scattered across the Atlantic. Discovered in the 15th century, they were crucial refueling points for explorers crossing between Europe and the Americas. On São Miguel, visit Sete Cidades, a vast volcanic caldera with twin blue and green lakes, and Lagoa de Fogo, one of the country's most stunning natural sights. Relax in the hot springs of Furnas. Visit Europe's only tea plantation at Guarana, or explore lava caves and waterfalls on Terceira and Flores. Take a trip to Pico Island and climb Mount Pico, Portugal's highest peak, or visit Faial to see the Capelinhos volcano, which last erupted in 1957. The Azores offer some of Europe's best whale watching, diving, and hiking, an ideal escape for nature lovers. Roughly 600 miles southeast, nicknamed the Pearl of the Atlantic, Madeira is a paradise of cliffs, mountains, and lush vegetation. Discovered by Portuguese sailors in 1419, it became a key stop on trade routes between Europe and the New World. Today, Madeira is known for its eternal spring climate and outdoor adventures. One of my favorite things here is to hike the Pico do Arrieiro to Pico Ruivo Trail for jaw-dropping mountain views. You can also walk along the Levadas, which are ancient irrigation channels that cross the island through forests and waterfalls. In Funchal, which is the biggest city in Madeira, explore the Monte Palace Tropical Gardens and ride the traditional wicker toboggan run. Then one of the coolest things here is to check out the local banana gardens, where you can see how the island's famous sweet bananas are cultivated on terraced hillsides. The Cabo Girón Skywalk, one of Europe's highest sea cliffs, also has this incredible glass floor view over the ocean. But if you're scared of heights, you might want to skip this one. Madeira blends natural wonder, warm hospitality, and adventure into one unforgettable island. Returning to the mainland, our next stop is Lisbon, Portugal's capital, a city built on 7 hills, overlooking the Tagus River, and steeped in stories of discovery. Lisbon is one of the oldest cities in Western Europe, founded by the Phoenicians and shaped by Romans, Moors, and Portuguese explorers. During the 15th and 16th centuries, it became the heart of the Age of Discovery, the place where sailors like Vasco da Gama launched voyages that connected continents. You can still see traces of that golden era at Belém Tower and the Jerónimos Monastery, both UNESCO World Heritage Sites celebrating Portugal's maritime legacy. Ride the famous Tram 28 through Portugal's many neighborhoods to see the city's layers of history unfold. Walk up to São Jorge Castle for views over red rooftops and the Tagus River. Or enjoy modern culture at LX Factory and the Time Out Market, home to the city's top chefs. With the sunset views from Miradouro and hearing fado music echo through the streets, I fell in love with Lisbon, and I'm sure you will too. And just outside the city, there are two of Portugal's best day trips. To the west lies Cascais, a former royal seaside retreat known for its marina, beaches, and the incredible Boca do Inferno cliffs. Now heading inland, Sintra feels like a fairy tale with its colorful Pena Palace, medieval Moorish castle, and mysterious Quinta da Regaleira. Together, Lisbon, Sintra, and Cascais form a triangle of history, elegance, and timeless charm. In the country's far north, Braga is one of Portugal's oldest cities and its spiritual heart. After its founding by the Romans, it became a major center of Christianity in the Iberian Peninsula. The city's most iconic landmark is the Bom Jesus do Monte Sanctuary, famous for its Baroque staircase that climbs more than 500 steps through symbolic chapels to a hilltop church. From the top, you'll get panoramic views across Braga and the surrounding Minho region. You should also visit the Braga Cathedral, the oldest in Portugal, and the Archbishop's Palace, which showcases centuries of ecclesiastical history. The city is also known for its lively university atmosphere, charming plazas, and elaborate Holy Week processions. Braga combines faith, culture, and youthful energy in a way few cities can. 2.5 hours south down the coast brings us to Nazaré, a fishing town that's become world famous for its massive Atlantic waves. The legend began in 2011 when surfer Garrett McNamara rode a 78-foot wave here, the largest ever recorded at the time. The reason for these giants is the Nazaré Canyon, a deep underwater trench that amplifies swells from the ocean. From the CDO viewpoint, you can watch surfers tackle the waves below at Praia do Norte, or visit the Sanctuary of Our Lady of Nazaré, linked to a 12th century miracle. Down by the beach, fishermen still use traditional boats, and the promenade is lined with seafood restaurants serving grilled sardines and fish stew. If you're chasing the biggest waves, come between October and March, but for calmer seas, warmer weather, and lively beach days, May through September is ideal. Now heading inland, located between Lisbon and Porto, Coimbra was Portugal's capital during the early Middle Ages and remains one of its most historic cities. Its defining feature is the University of Coimbra, founded in 1290, one of the oldest in Europe and now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. At its heart is the Joanina Library, an 18th century masterpiece lined with ornate woodwork and thousands of ancient books. Explore the old cathedral, Se Velha, the new cathedral, Se Nova, and the Machado de Castro Museum, built over Roman ruins. Stroll through the Botanical Garden or along the Mondego River, where Coimbra's skyline glows at sunset. Coimbra is a city of knowledge, culture, and nostalgia, a living link between Portugal's past and future. Back down south, enclosed by medieval walls, Óbidos is one of Portugal's most picturesque towns. It was gifted by King Dinis to his queen in the 13th century, beginning a long tradition where the town became the property of Portugal's queens. Inside its stone walls, whitewashed houses line cobblestone streets, filled with flowers and local shops. You can walk the castle ramparts for views of terracotta rooftops and the surrounding countryside. Visit the Castle of Óbidos, now a historic inn, and the Church of Santa Maria, which once hosted royal weddings. Depending on the season, you can experience the Medieval Festival or the Chocolate Festival, both of which transform the town into a living fairy tale. And don't leave without trying Ginginha de Óbidos, a sweet cherry liqueur traditionally served in an edible chocolate cup. At the very southern coast of Portugal lies the Algarve, or Faro district, a region known for its dramatic cliffs, turquoise water, and golden beaches. Under Moorish rule for centuries, the name Algarve means the West, reflecting its position on the edge of Europe. Visit Lagos for its historic walls, vibrant marina, and the stunning sea caves at Ponta da Piedade. Take a boat to the Benagil Cave, a natural cathedral carved by the ocean, or relax on Praia da Marinha, often ranked among the world's most beautiful beaches. In Sagres, stand at the Cabo de São Vicente Lighthouse, once believed to be the end of the known world. The Algarve also offers charming towns like Tavaira and Silves, known for Moorish castle ruins and amazingly preserved medieval cathedrals. With over 300 days of sunshine each year, it's no surprise the Algarve is Portugal's top beach destination. From Lisbon's hilltop viewpoints to the volcanic peaks of the Azores, Portugal is a country shaped by exploration, faith, and the sea. Its landscapes may change from region to region, but the warmth of its people and the depth of its history remain constant. Whether you come for the coast, the cuisine, or the culture, Portugal is a destination that stays with you long after you leave. Until next time, safe travels.